美國總統奧巴馬宣佈，受到通緝嘅世界頭號恐怖分子基地組織領導人本拉登星期日響巴基斯坦嘅住所槍戰當中被美國軍隊擊斃。
I can report to the American people and to the world that the United States has conducted an operation that killed Osama bin Laden, the leader of Al-Qaeda, and a terrorist who's responsible for the murder of thousands of innocent men, women, and children.
將近10年前，基地組織成員響2001年嘅9月11號對美國進行咗災難性嘅襲擊。從該個時候起，美國軍隊一直係搜尋呢一名沙特阿拉伯恐怖組織嘅首腦。星期日行動嘅地點係響旁遮普省嘅邊緣哈扎拉地區嘅阿伯塔巴特。奧巴馬話本拉登唔係穆斯林嘅領袖，而係謀殺眾多穆斯林嘅兇手。
Over the years, I've repeatedly made clear that we would take action within Pakistan if we knew where bin Laden was.That is what we've done. But it's important to note that our counterterrorism cooperation with Pakistan helped lead us to bin Laden and the compound where he was hiding. Indeed, bin Laden had declared war against Pakistan as well and ordered attacks against the Pakistani people.
奧巴馬表示，呢次嘅行動係擊敗基地組織使命嘅最大成就。所有信奉和平同人類尊嚴嘅人都應該係對本拉登嘅死亡係感到高興。奧巴馬表示，正義得到伸張。
Where were you when you found out Osama bin Laden was killed?
I was home, listening to television, but my wife actually told me because I had stepped out of the room.
What did you do when you found out?
I cheered.
You cheered? What did you cheer?
Then I said, "Are you sure?" She said, "Yes, I'm sure." So I looked back at the TV and put on the coverage, and I just couldn't believe it.
I was happy to see him gone, but I worked down here, and I witnessed the 9/11. I stood on the street by the building, and I saw the horror. And then when I came to work that day, I had to relive those emotions again. Everything came bubbling back up.
Why do you think so many Americans and other people around the world are celebrating bin Laden's death?
Well, because, we're standing right behind it because this is what he did, and it's horrible. So in one way, it's good that that man who caused this is killed, so he won't do other harms.
Just take a look over here. You see that big hole in the ground? Not supposed to be there. 3,000 people, not supposed to be dead. It's all laid at his footsteps.
Yeah.
So we're all happy.
Everyone's pretty excited that, now it's some sort of like closure, I think. So especially for the 9/11 victims. So I think that's definitely something that the families look forward to.
Actually, I was hanging out with my cousin and I got like 6 texts all in a row. Oh, Osama bin Laden's been killed.
Everybody was texting you and letting you know?
Yeah, and then I got on Facebook and of course it was every single, status update.
How did you when you found out, how did you react? How did you feel?
Ashamed to say I was happy. I, consider myself a religious person, and so to feel happy about someone's death was really shocking that I felt that way, but it was a mixture of happiness and relief. Right. So I ran downstairs and told my kids, and they were really excited.
My initial reaction was, that's great that they got him, but I kind of felt antsy about whenever people were celebrating in the street, because, I'm not really a person that advocates celebrating someone's death, but, the revenge, it's a kind of catch-22,
Right. Why do you think so many Americans wanted to celebrate when they heard Osama bin Laden had been killed?
Probably because of the anticipation, finding him, and after 10 years of 9/11 happening and everything, just wanted some course of action to happen. And when that happened so swiftly, and especially under President Obama's reign, that people reacted the way they did.
Do you think America and other parts of the world are safer as a result of his death?
That's a good question. I think in the short time, perhaps not. People might want to revenge him, might want to do things against America, the West, Americans abroad, what have you. In the long run, yes, I think it's better that there's not such an iconic leader for that cause.
I think since it was 10 years ago, I don't think he's that important anymore to the Arab world. So that he's gone, it's good for us. It makes us feel better, but I don't think it's going to have any impact.
Do you think we're safer as a result of bin Laden's death?
No.
No, why not?
Because, as I said before, I don't think he's important, or was important.
Because, he's been apprehended, but, that could trigger a lot of after effects. So, you get kind of antsy and worry about that. So, the cause for concern is still high, but...
Do you think we're safer as a result of bin Laden's death?
Somewhat. I'll say somewhat. yeah.
Do you think it's at least a turning point in the war on terror?
Well, the war on terror is everlasting, so it's like we're always going to be fighting terror as long as we're alive. But I think as far as the eyes of the American people, it's a step in the right direction.